Yes, we are live. Welcome, everyone. This is Yogi Speaks, session number 59. Thank you so much for your questions. Those of you watching us on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you can join our WhatsApp group. The link is in the description. You can join there and you can post your questions. All right, so let's begin. The first question for today comes from Mohammed sir. How to increase our breathing capacity while doing pranayama? Guruji.
Namaste. How to increase the breathing capacity while doing pranayama? When you do pranayama, naturally, your breathing capacity will be increased. It is like an exercise. In yoga, exercise has two dimensions, vyayama and ayama. Vyayama means muscle exertion, like any other exercise. Ayama is a conscious stretch. So once we do pranayama, ayama and vyayama will be done together. So based on your style of retention, either with Andagumbaga or Bahigumbaga or Anuloma Viloma Pranayama, whatever it is, but learn from an experienced person. If you do it properly, along with this ayama, pranayama practice, your breathing capacity also will adequately increased. Yes.
Next question from Lomas sir. Pranam Guruji, in the context of meditation, what is ayama?
Yeah, this is what ayama and vyayama. When we do vyayama, it's an exertion or an exercise where the mind will be always outside. Suppose I play a game of tennis, my mind will follow the movement of the ball, or it will always keep assessing the calculation of the opponent. This is how, even if you play or if you had done any kind of serious exercise like a sports item, you will come to know your mind will always be calculating the movements, or it will presume the movements of the opponent. Like if you play tennis, you will guess which direction, which angle that opponent will move and which way the ball will be shot. Same way, when we play basketball, mind will be always engaged in calculating the other people's movements and strategies. When we play football, we will think how to trick the other person and move forward and hit the goal. So always mind will be kept outside. That is vyayama, exertion, keeping the mind in an external place. But when we do ayama, mind will be completely associated in the muscle. It's a conscious stretch. It is not an exertion. Actually, it is an extension. So when you do that, that will activate the hidden potentials of cells, and that cell energy will be completely explored. It's a conscious exploration of the matter. When we reach to the fundamental level of matter, we will come to know there is something from which the matter evolved. That is what is called energy. So we will come to know the real potential of our energy. That is what is called yoga. So ayama, through the asana, you can reach to ayama. This is why Ashtanga Yoga says yama, niyama, asana. Asana is a conscious stretch, ayama. So through the asana, the fourth is pranayama. So you will start extending from the muscle, you will reach to the lung muscles. Then once you extend that, the fibers are stretched beyond certain limit. Then slowly the cell structure will keep changing because of the heat produced due to extension. That is what is called tapas. The Jadara Agni will be exposed. So once that Agni, the fire is exposed, you will come to know the different dimensions of your mind. That's why from pranayama, pratyahara, mind exercise starts. Pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. 4 dimensions of the mind. First 4 dimensions in Ashtanga Yoga restricted or meant for the body. Then the latter 4 dimensions are meant for the mind. So ayama is really slowly taking you to the next dimension of the mind. This is the difference between exercise and ayama, or vyayama and ayama. So everything is the stretch, the movement is slowly taking us to a stillness.
Thank you, Guruji. The next question. In yogic philosophy, what is the significance of dreams?
There is no significance, actually, there is no different significance or any importance. This material, this awakened stage, also a dream. According to yogic science, everything is a dream because we are dealing in the material world, means we are in Maya. Maya means, a direct translation is illusion, but actually it is not an illusion. It is the presentation of something in a different way. So the reality is not being appeared. Reality appears in a different way, which is called Maya. So now we are into the Maya, means we are in illusion. The moment I change the hormonal levels in my body and my brain, my neuroplasticity will change. When that plasticity changes, I will experience different dimensions. It can be done naturally or unnatural way. Natural way means when I am tired, slowly my serotonin level will increase in my brain and the dopamines will go down. So once serotonin is high, I will slowly fall into the dream state. I experience a different plane of consciousness. As I advance in the dream, slowly my mind falls into unconscious state, which is called deep sleep. So this same state can be created from conscious level. I can either practice meditation or use any kind of drugs like marijuana, then what is this, LSD, different opium, many things are there. So you can make use of this artificial intoxication and experience the different dimension. That is an external one, unnatural way. But if you meditate, your inner glands like pituitary, pineal, amygdala, so there are other glands are there. When they start producing these enzymes, you will feel different levels, dimensions of mind, which is called tantra, transcendental state. Beyond that, if you try, you can go to super conscious state, turiya. So from conscious level, jagrat, tantra, turiya. Or from conscious level, fall into swapna, dream, and sushupti, unconscious state. All are depending on the hormonal levels, dimensions of our mind. So there is no difference between jagrat, awakened state, and dream state. Only difference is in the level of hormones in our brain.
Thank you, Guruji. The next question comes from Sharonan sir. Is there any significant difference between Namah Shivaya and Namah Shivaya?
Not much. We don't want to go to the technical explanations of mantras. Mantras are for fixing the mind either in an object or a subject. Beyond that, there is no importance. Unfortunately, we are clinging ourselves into the details and the nuances. No need. Our ultimate aim of practice, mantra japa or mantra shravana or manana, whatever it is, go deep into the silence. Listen the sound of silence. We immerse ourselves into extreme maunam. Be a muni, beyond words, beyond thoughts. That's our target. So no need to give much importance for this. If you say na, ma, shi, va, ya, it is a reminder for your own material existence. Your body is made of earth, water, fire, air, and ether or space. So the na represents earth, ma for water, shi for agni, va for vayu, air, and ya for sound. So that much only we have to remind ourselves. Then get into that. These 5 syllables are being shown, or it is shining in Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, and Ajna. That's all. When we reach to a certain level of consistency in meditation, the audible sound will vanish. Then we will slowly immerse ourselves into the inner silence. There we start experiencing the munitvam. Munitvam means start listening the sound of silence. Start seeing the light in the darkness. So this is what is happening. So no need to tie ourselves into the technicalities of va or voa. Extension is not very much important.
Thank you, Guruji. Practicing Kundalini is causing physical shakes and emotional floods at times during home practice. Is this awakening or imbalance? Please guide me.
It's pure signs of awakening. There is no imbalance in Kundalini Yoga. Only some ups and downs due to the advancement. Like as you sail in the ocean, sometimes ocean is so calm, so you can have a comfortable movement. Once the sea is slightly rough, you can see the ups and downs. So that is the side of life. Same way, as we advance in meditation, there will be some ups and downs due to the hidden possibilities and potentials. So there we have to keep an equilibrium. This is what we call samyak avastha. Samyak avastha means don't be attached to either positive or negative. Consider yin and yang, positive, negative, solar, lunar, equally. So once it is high, just be sakshi rupena darshanam. Just be a witness of the hike. When you feel the fall, then go ahead. Then monitor and ignore. It is called nedi, not this. When you feel that, oh, I am going in the peak, you say, no, this is not enough. This is not what I am looking. Sometimes you feel that, there are a lot of problems and you are falling down in the practice. Don't be judgmental. Just be a witness of that. So we have to go through the ups and downs. That ups and downs are necessary for a comfortable and safe advancement. So if you see these things, just monitor. Don't be, enslaved into that. Just that is what is called a detached mind. Either good or bad, pleasure or pain, gain or loss. You must consider these are 2 manifestations of the same reality. Don't be attached to any one of these. Keep addressing, but move forward. This is what you have to do. So never be bothered about these ups and downs. Just be a witness and stick on your practice.
Thank you, Guruji. Next question. Guruji, festivals and crowded places overwhelm my sensitive energy, headaches, and fatigue. What is the reason and how can I balance myself?
Yeah, there is no balance in you. That is why you are influenced, affected by the crowd and other things. It is like a disease. There are bacteria and viruses everywhere. Why we are not always infected? Because we have an immunity. So once the immunity is adequately maintained, no disease is there. This is what's happening. It doesn't mean that bacteria and other microorganisms are not there. They are there and they are entering in the body. Our system recognizes and comfortably fight back. That's why. The moment immunity is going down, you will always be affected by some kinds of diseases. Why? No immunity. Same way, if the crowd is disturbing you, your spiritual immunity is low. That's why. You cannot change the external world because there is no external world existing the way you think. Actually, you are creating your own external world. That's why you fail to manage your system. Practice proper meditation through pranayama. Directly you cannot do meditation, but just stick on pranayama. Then you will come to know mind is slowly getting under control. Yatha prana Tatha mana. There is no difference between mind and prana. Just understand it and unconditionally just try to explore your maximum.
Thank you, Guruji. I'm searching for a guru. I feel called but doubt my readiness. How do I surrender ego to find and serve the right master without delusion?
It is not necessary to serve the master. Serve yourself. Evaluate yourself. And the moment you start evaluating yourself, you will come to know there are many things to be eliminated. This is what is the first lesson of Ashtanga Yoga, Yama. Meaning the word meaning of Yama? Merciless killing. Yamadevan, Yamarajan means the god of death, god of killing. There is no god sitting beyond the clouds and monitoring everybody and spotting and killing people. No, it is a symbolized idea. Destruction, Yama. If you find yourself that there is something which is not necessary and which is blocking your safe advancement, eliminate it mercilessly. If you have the habit of sleeping or more oversleeping, cut yourself. Say that no, I am not going to sleep more than 6 hours or 7 hours a day. Mercilessly, you change their character, their habit. If you have the habit of smoking, stop it mercilessly. If you have the habit of pushing yourself into unnecessary arguments and all these things, restrict yourself. Say that no, it is not healthy for me. Eliminate it. These are the things you have to eliminate. Things is called Yama. So this is what you have to do. Once you keep cleaning yourself, your purity and strength will improve. When purity and strength are improved, you will have clarity in the mind. When you attain clarity, you are prepared for the association of the Guru. When you are ready, when the student is ready, the master will appear. Master is not in need of your service because he knows very well to serve, to protect, to advance himself. But you need his support. For that, you prepare yourself as a dedicated disciple, a dedicated student. That is your job. That is your homework. You, in the sense, I am talking about the people who are looking forward to get a guru's assistance or support or guidance. Guru is nothing but a guide. If you are not capable of driving your car, what is the use of a guide? You need only a driver. No need a guru. So if you want to advance yourself, of course, you need a guide or a guru. For that, you should be eligible for taking your vessel forward. Practice yourself, clean yourself, prepare yourself. Then definitely the master will appear in front of you.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question, Guruji, my anger outbursts at work reveal a dark side I hide. In therapy and yoga, it persists. So what practices can I use to help with this?
You need a unconditional sadhana practice. So never be fooled or carried away by these external informations regarding yoga, meditation, and all these things. Unfortunately, we human beings are being entangled into the intellect. I mean, we are the slaves of our brain. So brain is too limited in front of the reality. The reality manifests through the heart. Heart is almost the vibration, the magnetic frequency, the vibration is 60 times, according to modern assessment, 60 times stronger than the brain. That's why we are disturbed. The reality is in the heart and we ignore it. But what we listen or whom we listen? The poor brain. Poor brain is inferior, too inferior to the heart. So What you have to do is just focus your mind through systematic meditation in the heart. You have to get that idea or the method of practice from an experienced person. Then the uncontrolled things, the way you say, there are no control or uncontrolled activities. Everything is happening in nature as per the cosmic intelligence. Nobody can change it. You cannot hide anything. You cannot stop anything by yourself. But we think that, oh, I could have done that in such a way. No. Suppose I drive a car, I come to a T junction. By nature, if I am supposed to die in a car accident, I will come to the T junction. I will think whether I should go right or left. If I go right, I may meet with an accident and I die. If I go left, I may be safe. This is what I am doing. I think right or left. But what is the design? The cosmic design, which I call destiny, to be killed by an accident next moment. Even though I tend to go left, the car, unknowingly, I will turn the right and go and hit somewhere because I am destined to die. But somebody said that, hey, right side is very safe. Okay, you go, you will find some good people and you may get some benefits also. But if I am not supposed to die, and even though many temptations are there, I will come. I may wish to take my right turn, but I am not supposed to die by an accident, by nature. Unknowingly, I will take my left turn and then go because I am not supposed to die. So these are the things happening in our nature or in our life. So give up. You do nothing consciously because things are happening. What you can do is be aware of the happenings. So this is what usually people say, live consciously, not compulsively. But unfortunately, 99% people are living compulsively. Things are happening and we are the victims of life. No, actually, we are the masters of life. If you become aware of your mind, body, and actions, you will see everything is being happened by a design of a cosmic designer. If you keep researching, one day you will come to know that cosmic designer is none other than myself. That is what is the ultimate experience.
Thank you, Guruji. Next question. Guruji, I'm turning 50 and I'm in a high-stress job. Mortality terrifies me. What happens after death and how can I deal with this?
Yeah. Ignorance will produce fear. Fear will terrify everybody. So death is nothing but a change of dimension. So it's an alteration or an evolution, I can say. As far as my knowledge and experience goes, I can assure you that there is no mortal in this nature. Because mortal is a product of our mind. Mind is merged into Maya. It's an illusion. So the moment you tear the veil of Maya, what will happen? You will come face to face with the reality. That's all. So when you reach to that level, you are exposed to infinity. You know what infinity is. The moment you know something which is infinity, what is rest? Then who you are? You will come to know you are what you know. You are what you think. Manomayamidam sarvam. So if you reach to that dimension, you will become that. When light comes, there is no darkness. Same way, when you reach to that level of knowledge, no more knowledge of mortality, because mortality and immortality cannot go together. Light and darkness cannot go together. So here you have the stress because you are ignorant about your own system. Learn that, how to manage it. Then you will come to know your body is made of matter. Matter is nothing but the manifestation of your mind. Mind is an expression of the subtle energy, incomprehensible Brahman, energy, the reality. Reach that there level, then you will declare that Aham Brahmasmi. There is no darkness in front of that person. Darkness means the darkness of ignorance, and fear due to ignorance is gone. That's what you have to achieve.
Thank you, Guruji. That's the end for today. Thank you, everyone, for your amazing questions. And then we will be back again on Friday at 10:30 a.m. IST. Namaste.
Namaste.